So it's been a while since we've given you an update on former talk show host Wendy Williams. Well, her manager / jeweler, Will Selby, did an interview with Angela Yee and reveals that Wendy at one point used him and got really close with him and flirted with him in order to make her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, jealous. He also gives us an update on where is Wendy? What is going on with Wendy? Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So, just for those that may have missed it, we did announce that we will be having our very first live New York City show on January 25th. More details will be available in the description. Go get your tickets while they last. So Wendy Williams, it's been a while since we talked about Wendy Williams. You know, we love Wendy Williams over here. We did not love some of the stories that we had to cover over the last couple of years in regards to her sobriety. The last that we reported to you is that she had went away to get some help at a rehab facility. Since then, we have not really heard a lot. We've heard more about Kelvin Hunter and his money troubles, selling everything, selling his home, all of that. And his lawsuit against the production company that used to produce the Wendy Williams show. Well, now, Will Selby, the man that has been managing Wendy Williams' career for the last couple of years, he did an interview with Angela Yee's radio show, and he had some interesting things to say, including that Wendy at one point used him to make her ex-husband, Kelvin Hunter, jealous.
You speaking to the world, though, bro.
Yeah,
Why was you in the tabloids?
Well, I think it was something pertaining to Wendy.
Wendy Williams.
Wendy Williams, I'm sorry.
Wendy
Williams. I don't think anything happened to her. I just think people just had an opinion because Wendy's such a strong figure.
What that had to do with you, though, my boy?
I manage Wendy Williams.
Oh, you managed
Okay,
her.
so you still manage her now?
I still manage her now.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
And we're friends. I manage her. I do jewelry for her. We're connected in so many different ways. So, you know, I just feel like everyone had an opinion about Wendy. And, you know, I had something to say about it. But I realized I can't always respond to everything that I see.
Because you're not used to being in that position where people are coming for you.
Coming for me. So the minute they came for me, I figured I'm going to let them know I'm not the person to come for. But I realized it's just a better way to deal with things. And it's just sometimes better to just be quiet.
This is just a business relationship.
Yes, that's only a business relationship. Initially, I just tell you the truth since we on way up. Wendy wanted to make her ex-husband jealous.
Okay.
So she was flirting with me a little bit.
Yeah, both from Brooklyn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And he's a great guy. He had a lot to endure. Just dealing with Wendy hands-on, I know it's a lot.
Okay.
So I know he had to go through a lot. So I have nothing but the utmost respect for him. But, you know, she wanted to make him jealous, so she was bothering me, and she was, you know, taking a couple of close photos, and everything got leaked, and
Did you go all the way, though?
Oh, what way?
Like,
no, not at all.
Did you go?
No, I didn't go anywhere. I ain't passed go, no Monopoly, nothing. I ain't go nowhere. No, he can ask. I don't mind him asking.
Okay.
I did nothing. I didn't even give her an extended hug.
Okay.
We're friends. We do business.
I feel like I saw an extended hug.
Nah, it wasn't extended. It just looked that way. Yeah, it was like 2 seconds. It wasn't, but it's just business. There's nothing outside of that.
Okay.
We're friends. We care about each other. I got nothing but love for her.
But he said that he had no interest in that. Nothing ever happened between them. Because you may recall, before he became her official manager, there were photos of her that the press were running, and people were like, oh, is she dating her jeweler? I think even at one point she talked about it on her show. I can't remember all the way back, but I have a feeling she talked about it on her show. And I wouldn't be surprised that she wanted to make Kelvin jealous because Kelvin had a baby and then moved on with his life with this other woman. But here's the thing. In regards to what Will says here, he says that he's still Wendy's manager, but something intuitively in me says, I don't know if he's still her manager. Yes, he can go out there and say that he's her manager and things like that, but even if he is her manager, the way that he's speaking to the press about Wendy, trying to make her ex-husband jealous, like, your manager is there to protect you, not hurt you. And a lot of people have questioned Will Selby's intentions and his handling of her career and pushing her out there before she was ready and announcing this podcast. And people were like, she doesn't need to be doing a podcast. And seeing him talk the way that he's talking about his client, his business professional, I know he says, oh, she's also my friend. I also do jewelry for her and things like that. That's how she's known, this man, as her jeweler. And he says that in conversations with her, she liked his ideas and she wanted him to be her manager.
So you started off as her jeweler and then she asked you to manage her?
Well, I think same thing like the jewelry. We were having a lot of conversations and I was just like, well, Wendy, you should be doing this, or maybe you should be doing that. Why isn't this happening? And I guess in just the conversations that we had, she felt like I could be an asset to her business.
And so you still manage her now. So how is she doing?
Wendy is resting right now.
Okay.
Wendy needs a break, in my opinion. I feel like she's been working straight for like 14, 15 years.
Right.
And, it's time for her to sit her ass down for a minute.
If you're her manager, if you're someone that's supposed to be there to protect her and to at least control the narrative of what's going on in her life, you putting this out there, now it's a headline. Now all of us are talking about what you're saying. But for me, her trying to make Kelvin Hunter jealous is not the story. It's her manager telling the story, and we're all looking at you like, why would you reiterate this story? Why would you retell this story to a radio platform where millions and millions of people are going to hear this? Okay, I'm giving Angela you too much credit. Well, at least a few people are going to hear this. That's not the only thing. For me, the bigger part of the story was that he gave us an update on Wendy because it's been quiet. It's been quiet in regards to the Wendy Williams front. We haven't heard anything. And I was keeping my fingers crossed. I said the fact that we're not hearing anything, we're not seeing her is probably for the best because when we were seeing her, it wasn't at her best. Well, he does give us an update and says that she is resting right now. And I don't know if you guys remember a video that I did where she was talking to a man in the grocery store and we weren't able to decipher if she meant that she was coming out of retirement or going into retirement. And a lot of people was like, oh, I think she says she's going to retire. I don't think Wendy Williams is retiring, but according to Will, he's saying that she's taking a much needed break. She's been working nonstop for the last 14, 15 years. Honestly, more than that. When you think about Wendy Williams' career, she really has never taken a break. And that is decades of hard work and a grind. And that's why we were saying, Wendy, take this time off. You've earned it. Work on whatever mental, physical health things that you need to work on. Well, he's confirming that she's taking a much needed rest. He's saying that she needed to sit her A down. I'm hoping that Wendy is in her best place. Hollywood, TV, the society loves a comeback. But I don't want her to make a comeback before it's too soon. I know a lot of people have said, especially with all of the Diddy stories that have been coming out these last couple of weeks, everyone is just like, Wendy, we need Wendy right now. We need to hear her voice because she covered Diddy for years. So much so that Diddy got her kicked out of New York City. All right. So a lot of people wanted to hear what she has to say. But look, I have a feeling that this Diddy situation will be ongoing for a while. And I think Wendy, even if Diddy and everything in regards to Diddy was quiet, whenever Wendy decides to talk about it and more stories, we will be here to listen. Guys, I want to know your thoughts on what Will Selby had to say about his client, Wendy Williams, and about Wendy taking a break. Let's continue this conversation in the comments section. And if you haven't already, be sure to check out the description for links so you can get tickets to our New York City show on January 25th. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse.